Hi, it's Romala, and this is the spiritual support for empaths for week commencing the 10th of November. So today I'm just going to use the Urban Crow Oracle. I was going to use another deck, put it on the table, forgot to pick it up as I've walked out. It's now raining, so I'm not going back. So this is perfect as it is. This is the deck that we are using. So, what have we just had this week? So last week we had the full moon. Powerful as ever. We are currently in Mercury retrograde, so just making sure that all our IT is up to date, our appointments, that we know where we're supposed to be, how we're going to get there, checking the travel arrangements, etc, etc. It's all really key in this Mercury retrograde. I did attempt to back up my photos last night. I don't think it did it, actually. So I should perhaps have another go at doing that today, because it's something I want to do. Because my phone is a bit like me at the moment. It has no capacity. It has full-on storage. So let's see what the crows are going to say today. So the first one we have is communication. Perfect. So, yeah, it's about the words that we say, but also the communication is us listening. It's the words that we hear, and conversation and communication and listening is all that two-way street. It's that what we hear and what we give. And it's really important to remember that if we're not really clear on our language and our words, it can be taken the wrong way. So particularly, I think in Mercury retrograde, it's definitely one of those things that they say, don't sign any paperwork in Mercury retrograde. Double read everything that you're going to send out to make sure it's exactly as you want it to be received. So I think communication is a really good one for this week. So the retrograde, I think I want to say on Friday last week. So we've got 3 weeks, and then we have that 2-week tailgate where it's sort of before it goes not retrograde, direct again, that's the word. Yeah, so communication, really important. Check what it is. If you're sending an email, double check what you're writing, maybe leave it if you can, and then go back to it just to check that you have got the right information down and it is going to be interpreted correctly. The next one we have is protection. Now this is interesting because we've got these lovely poppies, and tomorrow is the 11/11 portal. It's the 11th. It's that remembrance time. We had Remembrance Sunday yesterday. So the poppies are always a beautiful, very timely reminder. So there's no question around what this timeline is for this particular card. It is for this week, is upping your protection. So we've got these 2 crows. They're looking after this egg, but there's other crows that are watching or lurking. We don't know their intention, but we know that these 2, they are watching, they are protecting and supporting. And this is really a reminder to you to do the same over things that you hold particularly dear. Support them, protect them. And this includes your own mental health, your emotional state, your spiritual state, the time, your physical body. Do what you need to do to protect and support your own energy on whatever level that is showing up for you. Really, really important. Also, if you've got people, dependents like children or parents or pets, again, just make sure that they are doing okay, doing the best that they can in the circumstances as well. So protection could look at cord cutting, it could look at self-care, it could look at boundaries coming into place. Boundaries are always so important for empaths. It could be withdrawing. It could be, like I say, self-care is an amazing thing with so many different levels to it. And it could just be more sleep, better food, more exercise. They are also protection mechanisms because they are physically going to support your body. We have night, and we have all the crows up, and we have the full moon. I love the houses. It looks very Holland to me, for the Netherlands, the houses, the tall houses. Love it. So night. Yeah, protection at night is really important before we go to sleep. So whether you want to, fill your house with a violet flame on the edge of it, whether you want to have Archangel Michael and his legions standing at every door, every portal, and just giving that extra protection. Whether you want to have like a violet flame on the inside of your, or outside even of your front and back door, so that anything like that, so it's flowing like a curtain flowing down. So anything that is, nothing can come in unless it's been cleared through this, I want to say portal, this doorway of the violet flame curtain. And you can, of course, you can put that anywhere. It doesn't have to be right by your front door. It could be at the end of your driveway. It could be by your garden gate. It could be, you don't need to just do a room or yourself. You can expand to your whole house, to your whole grounds, to your, your village, if you like, your town, whatever it feels there's the right level for you. But I think, so that's really important, is protecting at night, shutting down, making sure that, you are supporting yourself, whether that is putting yourself in a bubble, whether it's popping yourself, asking for angelic help, whether it is using crystals, such as the darker crystals, or tiger's eyes is a brilliant one for sleep, amethyst as well. Having those close to you, programming them to protect and support you at night. You can request not to go astral traveling. You can request to remain in your body so that you get your full sleep and refreshment that you need. And all of these things are brilliant ways just to support yourself through the night time. When, sometimes if we don't have good hygiene, I'm going to say, then things can get through that perhaps they wouldn't during the daytime because we're more aware. So yeah, always clear down in the evenings. We have gifts, and for the next cards we've got these lovely little lights at the background, so that feels a lovely nod to the for me, the festive energy coming through. And I love that I've actually got wearing the orange that matches the roses. And yeah, gifts. Now this crow is gathered some gifts. It's keeping them somewhere safe. But our gifts aren't just for us to have on, just have by the side of us, or have in a bag, have in a box. Our gifts are here for us to use in this lifetime. So this is a good reminder for me, as much as it is for you, is that my gifts are my ability to connect into the collective and pull the information through from the collective that I do within these card readings. That is a gift that I need to share. So it's really important that I do my weekly messages. I do send them to my social media around that. That is part of showing up with my gifts and doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. And the right people will see it at the right time. So, what gifts have you got that you are perhaps not utilising as best you could, or to support yourself and those you love around you? Right, let's have one more card. Oh, that's 3. Let's have that one. Freedom. And I love this, that we've got the flowers. So we've had the poppies here. There's flowers in this one as well. We've got the flowers being held up aloft. It looks like it's almost the same bouquet here. In fact, I think it probably is, with the colours there. It's the bunch of roses. It's that freedom. And roses to me are that unconditional love. They are, yes, they have romance, but each colour has an energy. Some are for friendships, some are for purity, some are forgiveness, and some are for for love and unconditional love. And again, this comes down to the communication within there. But freedom is choice. And this crow has decided that actually the gift here, it's going to go off and share that gift. It's going to take it somewhere and place it somewhere where it has additional meaning, additional support. And it is free to do that. And we are free to do that with our gifts. We can use our gifts to support ourselves, but also to show up for others, whether that is family, friends, work, the collective, clients, etc. But it all comes down to that freedom of choice. We all have that choice as to what we do and how we show up. And I think that's really, really important. So I think that, yeah, I will leave it there. So these cards, yeah, I've got a nice little story going on here with communication. We've got the protection. Again, protection at night is really important. We've got how we use our gifts, how we show up with our gifts, and also the freedom here as well. So yeah, nice deck of cards. I'm really happy with those. As I mentioned, I think last week, I have been busy writing and revamping a lot of my old books. They are now in a 4x6, so a little bit bigger than your oracle cards. Beautiful books. There's lots of planners, journals. There's numbers of light, so looking at numbers and what the numbers mean. There is angel messages and more. So I will share a video on that shortly. Take care, and I shall see you soon. Bye.